Witam. Dziś zapowiadana druga część relacji z targów IWA i jak wspomniałem wcześniej, będzie ona poświęcona ciekawostkom oraz nowościom w kategorii sprzętowej. Odwiedzimy razem stanowiska dwóch firm i będzie to Holosun i Shooters Global. A więc już bez dalszego przedłużania zapraszam Was na odcinek.
Hi, today we have our DPS thermal sight. We're calling it a DPS. This is going to be very similar to our rifle thermal sights that we've recently announced. Here you can see the thermal sensor right in there. We integrate it with the light system, so that way you can't put it up here because of the recoil. We decided to put it down here. It's integrated with the light system as well, so you don't lose your light function. It's all together. The idea is to keep it still holster compatible. Once again, this is still in development, so everything is still prone to change, I guess you could say.
It's be compatible with your basic lights? Or?
Yes, that is the idea. So like the same body as like a PID that we've come up with. It is a much bigger window, as you can see over here.
Yeah, that's
like,
huge.
Yeah. And it is an enclosed sight, which is awesome. You can still run it just as a normal sight, and when you need to or want to, you can turn on the thermal sensor, and then they're gonna link automatically. So the way we have it set up is it's gonna be wireless. We're still working on a lot of the functions. This will come with the MRS system, so it's a 2 MOA dot with a 32 MOA circle. You can switch back and forth. You can use the dot, you can use the circle, you can use them both. It'll also have a digital reticle, just like our rifle sights do. So you'll see that the green crosshair. All right, here we have our SCS carry, as you can see right there. This is designed for subcompact guns, so like a 6-hour P365, Glock 43X, the 48X, all the smaller guns that need a little smaller of a sight. This is going to be very similar to the EPS carry. The main difference is you'll notice there's no battery tray, no battery at all, so you don't have to replace anything. It'll be completely solar. It has a super capacitor, so it's able to generate a charge from both solar light and natural ambient light. That'll have a battery power bank of 20,000 hours, so you don't have to always be exposed to light to use it. It'll still hold some power inside. These only come with a green reticle because the green reticle is efficient enough with the supercapacitor. On an empty battery, it can run for just over on a full battery, it can run for just over a year. So, there's a lot of people have a concern about running it at night, but there's really no issue.
You said like how long is battery life?
Yeah, so the battery life on a full battery is going to be just over a year, so about 20,000 hours. So this SCS PDP, very similar to the SCS MOS that we just went over. However, this is made specifically for the Walter PDP series. As you can see, once again, the serrations will line up directly with on the firearm. It is meant for that firearm, so aesthetically, you have that appeal. It also has the same function. Everything else is very similar on the optic. It's going to be pretty much the same. Once again, this is one of our display guns, so it's not an actual gun. So the serrations do line up on the actual firearm, and this is a direct mount to the Walter PDP. Once again, you can't see it on here, but you will get direct co-witness out of the box, so you always have that backup if needed. And we make this for a lot of other models. We make it for the SIG P320, we make it for the HK-BP9, the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 versions, a CZP-10, and we're working on quite a few more models coming out. This will kind of bridge the gap between the firearm manufacturers and the optic manufacturers. Today we have our Ames Max. A lot of you will be used to our normal Ames, and just for a little bit of size comparison, you can see the Ames Max is much bigger. Now, it comes with a lot of the same features, so you have a 50,000 hour battery life, battery tray is right here, has a QD mount that you can use over here. Here are some of your adjustment knobs. Again, it comes with solar failsafe, so if need be, you can run it off of the solar panel or the battery. If you run it off of the battery and the battery dies or fails somehow, it will automatically revert to the solar panel, so as long as you have some access to light, it'll still be able to function. You have two little doors here just for extra durability. You know, if it gets dirty, you can take them off, what have you, all that jazz. And then on the flip side, here you have your plus and minus buttons. You use this to control the entire optic. You can change your brightness, change the reticle. There's another adjustment knob there. And then just to show you the reticle, it's a much bigger screen than most of our other optics.
So basically, like, to compare, like,
Yes.
this is you, and that's the guy who should tell you not to worry about.
Exactly. You versus the guy she told you not to worry about. Here we have our new Iris laser. We're really excited about this one. So we've had lasers for quite some time, and we decided it was time for an update. Now this Iris is going to use the V-cell technology, so it's able to basically pack a bigger punch as far as the output. It'll be a class 3R, but because it uses the V-cell technology, it's not as hard on the eyes. This will come with a visible laser, an IR laser, and an IR illuminator. This knob you see right here adjusts the throw of the IR illuminator, so you can make it wider or you can make it more narrow depending on what you're trying to see. Over here you have a couple of options. Instead of a very crazy interface over here, you have high mode, you have off, and you have low power. So very simple. Here you would change your mode, so you can change from visible laser to IR laser to IR illuminator, and you can also change to a mode where it uses both the IR laser and the illuminator combined. Over here we have a crane system, so if you ever want to put up a switch, there's quite a few switches out on the market that'll be able to help you out with that. And then this is the actuator, so right here, as you can see, very vivid. I've used this up to 200 yards and still been able to see, 200, 300 yards, no problem at all. These two things right here are the adjustment knobs so that you can, you can zero it, and the visible laser and the IR laser are slaved together. So you can sight it in during the day and then use it when you need to at night. So this here is our new DRS night vision. So we've integrated a night vision with a red dot sight. We did show these last year at SHOT Show and IWA. This year we've kind of been able to refine the process to our final production model. They did start shipping this week, so it's finally out there ready for the public. You have your sensor up here for the night vision. You'll have the actual optic down here, and then down here is the battery housing and the buttons for the red dot on the other side. Now this thing, it has digital zoom, so you can zoom it from 1, 2, 4, and 8 power. You can also take pictures, you can take recordings, you can change the mode, so you can change like the intensity of the night vision, so you're not blinded at night. And
it's gonna record like with the NV, like with this green light, or with the like a natural when you're recording.
When you're recording, it'll be off of this, so you can record at night, you record during the day. It'll basically take anything that's on this screen and it'll store it into the drive. This here is our DRS thermal sight. This is our digital thermal sight for rifles. Very similar to the night vision, however, this one I think I'm a little more excited about, to be honest with you. So this has all the same setup, as you can see, sensor, optic, battery housing, plus the functions for the red dot. You can basically run this as a thermal unit right now. You can use an overlay system where it uses the thermal imaging along with the sight picture from the optic, and then you can also turn off the thermal unit and just run it as a normal red dot, depending on what your use case may be. Now, this is able to do a lot of the same things as the night vision, so you are able to do digital zoom, you're able to take pictures, take recordings, you're able to change the modes between white hot, highlight, and outline. And then you can go into the settings. You have a digital reticle that you can set for a different zero than your red dot, depending on if you're using different ammo or if you're in different situations, what have you. It helps out in a lot of different ways. So here we have the outline mode. This is one of the modes that you can change to. As you can see, it looks much different than the previous one we just showed. So this is different from white hot because instead of showing the bodies illuminated, it shows the outline of any heat signatures that you can see. There you go. Yeah.
Very cool.
All right, so that's all the products we have that we brought to the table brand new this year for 2024 IWA. We're looking forward. We already have a bunch of projects in development ready for next year, so we'll see you again next year at 2025 IWA.
Warto tutaj wspomnieć, że wszystkie gotowe produkty firmy Holosun, które mogliście zobaczyć, są już dostępne w ofercie sklepu RP Arms. Link do sklepu wrzucę standardowo w opisie filmu. A teraz jedziemy dalej. Hi guys, I'm here with on the Shooters Global booth right now on the IWA 2024. With me is Ben from the Shooters Global, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about their new products and new line of products, right?
Yeah, so this is our shot timers. They come in two models. We have the SG timer and the SG timer Go. So quickly about what is a shot timer in general, like that's the main device that you want if you want to progress in shooting. So this device will tell you how fast you're actually shooting, because shooting is all about speed and accuracy. So this will tell you how fast you are. So this timer captures any caliber, like whatever you're shooting, small calibers, 22s, airsoft, any firearms, suppressors. Especially good for beginners since it works with the dry fire. So it captures the sound of you dry firing, pulling the trigger. Ammo is expensive, dry firing is the key. So this will actually tell you how fast your draw is or reload. And you can actually progress by looking at the numbers and pushing yourself go faster. So they come in two models, like I said, both have the same sensor. This one has a larger screen, so if you are training the same drill, you can, for example, program the timer to give you the signals whenever you want to, and then compare your runs to one another on one large screen. They both connect to a mobile app called Drills. So it has, you can film the videos with your shot times overlaid right on the video, which is perfect for analyzing your movements, your transitions, movements on the range. This is the dry fire, by the way, so if you set your goal, this is set for 4 seconds, and he's reloading, he's doing it for 2.96, you see that it's 1.04 seconds faster than the goal, which is really, obvious. It has a smartwatch app as well, so you can see your time, your shot splits right on your wrist, so you don't even need to look at the timer. You can just look at your watch, stop the timer right from there, create competitions with friends, see whoever is the best shot. And you need just one timer. You don't need to buy a bunch of them. One is enough, and you can just do it in the app. This one is more affordable than that one. This has a top-mounted screen, so it goes on your belt like this, and it has a quick release, so this lever goes like this. And this one comes with the magnetic base called the U-grip, so it goes in your belt like that, and then it just magnetically snaps to it, and you can quickly detach, attach that. It has a very long battery life, about 5,000 cycles, which is also very different from other timers. People literally charge it once per 3-5 months. This is
so it's very good, for a long day on the shooting range.
Not just one day. It's literally 3 months worth of shooting.
It's amazing. And it's got a battery. You just charging, or this battery can switch off.
It's a rechargeable battery. So there's a USB-C on the bottom. But like I said, you're gonna use it maybe once per 5 months or so. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a lot of things that are going on in the app, which I'm not going to go over in details. So check it out. The app is free. So you buy the timer, the app comes for free. And it's a great tool if you want to really dive into your shooting analytics and level it up.
Cool, cool. Great. Thank you for interview and give us all the stuff, the data about your new products. And thank you.
Thank you for coming back.
Yeah, thank you guys. I tutaj jeszcze jedna dobra informacja, przynajmniej dla mnie. Firma Shotgun Components udostępniła mi timery strzeleckie, które mieliście okazję zobaczyć na filmiku. Bym mógł przetestować je osobiście i zdać Wam jakąś fajną relację z samych testów. A tak w ogóle jestem ciekaw Waszej opinii na temat zaprezentowanych tutaj dzisiaj produktów. Co myślicie na temat takiej formy celowników noktowizyjnych czy termowizyjnych montowanych na karabinie? Dajcie o tym koniecznie znać w komentarzach. Jeśli film Wam się podobał, zostawcie łapkę w górę. Następny filmik, już ostatni z relacji z targów, wrzucę wkrótce. Także zachęcam, żeby go nie przegapić. I cóż, to tyle ode mnie na dzisiaj i do zobaczenia następnym razem.